So today we are kicking off another amazing themed week. You know how these go, right, Joey?
Never heard of it.
Well, I'm going to explain it to you. But before I do that, we are going to have to take care of some legal matters, and that is the theme song. We legally have to play this. I found out that once you establish a theme song in syndication for 100 episodes, then that's set in stone. Got to do it. So here it is.
The Natural Habitat Podcast. Natural Habitat Podcast. The Natural Habitat Podcast.
I told you 1,000 times, Jerry, okay? This is the last fucking time that this is going to happen. If you do this again, I'm going to cry in front of everybody, and nobody wants to see it. No, don't say anything. Don't grab the microphone. Just go. Just get out.
Chill pill.
All right. Sorry, we're going to have to edit that out. Here. Yo, what's up, everybody? Thank you for listening to the show. This is the Natural Habitat Podcast. My name is Mikey Booyah.
My name is Joey Sinclair.
And today is the beginning of another amazing themed week.
What?
Mm-hmm. And this week's theme, do you know what it is, Joey?
I heard it's sour.
That you heard wrong. I don't know who told you that. Probably fucking Jerry, because he's been blowing it lately. You know what happened? You know what happened before we started recording?
What?
This is what happened. I asked him to bring me in some tea because my throat a little sore. Been smoking weed all day. We've recorded eight podcasts already. So I was like, hey, man, can you hook it up with some tea and some lemon? And he brought it in. And it turns out that the mug was just, it was filled with cow feces from poopsenders.com. And apparently they put him up to it, mugging us and me in particular today. And they paid him $10,000 to do it, which I hope that he's giving me a cut of.
Well, he should be donating it
to
something.
Yeah, he probably should donate it to the foundation.
Oh.
I'm gonna put one in later when I find a good one
That helps dig up dinosaurs.
I think so, but. Speaking of digging up dinosaurs and Dinosaur Week, did I say that this week was Dinosaur Week?
No.
No?
You blew it.
And you blew it. You dropped the ball, man. You spilled the beans. You let the cat out of the bag. You spun the dreidel. What'd you do here, man? Why you gotta tell people?
You did it.
All right. Since Joey over here blew it and told everybody what's going on, it is.
I eluded, and you fumbled.
It is Dinosaur Week. And what happened was some shit went down in the news recently. I don't know if anybody out there heard about it, but the late Michael Crichton, who was the writer of Jurassic Park, among many other great books, I think, he passed away in 2008, and his wife has been slowly going through his, I imagine he's a writer, so he has an office that's just full of fucking file cabinets and boxes and all kinds of writings and shit. So she's been slowly going through it. I'm sure it's painful to read that shit, but she found a book that is completely written, all the way completed. It's called Dragon Teeth, and it follows a race in the American West in 1878 between rival paleontologists on the hunt for dinosaur bones.
Nice.
So it's about these paleontologists and their battle of trying to dig up the dragon's teeth, if you will.
It was a real thing.
Yeah. And they already have National Geographic just announced the other day that they're developing a series, like a short made-for-TV series that's going to be based on the book, and they're going to have the exclusive rights to it. So what it is they gave Miss Crichton a big old chunk of money, a fat check they sent to her, and they were like, look, we want the rights to this. We know it's soon. We know that you're grieving, but let us at it. Let us get it.
Soon grieving. Come on, 2008 to 2016.
I know it's only been 8 years, and that you're grieving, but let us at it.
Yeah.
So they got the rights, and I'm excited. I don't know how you feel about it.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody liked Jurassic Park, I'm sure they'll like this.
Yeah.
I mean, it might not be as crazy as alive dinosaurs, but I mean, like, the tale of finding them is going to be just as crazy, you know? Like, imagine being the guys who found the first dinosaur bones and stuff, you know? Like, that shit had to be crazy.
Yeah. And just to fucking be like, what the fuck is this?
Or just, like, to make the discovery, you know? Like, that's some real shit. That's some, like, life-changing shit. Look what happened. Look at all the things that have spawned from it. You know? It's embedded in our culture forever.
Yeah. And one thing that's it's a trip how, like, back in the 1800s they would find this shit and, you know, do all these tests on it, whatever they could as paleontologists. And now that we have, you know, technology, computers, data, carbon dating, all this different shit, it's crazy. Like, I remember hearing about someone that, I want to say it was a megalodon tooth, and no, it might have been a tooth from like an early primate, and somebody had found it in the 1800s and kept it, and then some archaeologist came like and visited wherever they were, and he was like a world-renowned archaeologist and was doing a dig, and this dude was like, hey, my grandpa found this, gave it to my dad gave it to me, I've been keeping it. And, you know, carbon dating was just becoming available. And he was like, here, like, take this. This is a family heirloom. And he took it, and it was perfectly preserved by all these people for over 100 years so that he could run these tests on it. And what he found out was startling, but I don't remember it.
Great job. Fuck.
Yeah. I wish that I knew.
Now I want to know.
I wish I knew.
Damn it.
But, what's a trip about like fossils and shit, I was listening to this podcast recently, and they were talking about how they found these white, like, spider web like fibers that are in the ground, and the trees use them to communicate, and they're like a fungus and not a plant. They're hollow, and they transfer, you know, nitrogen and shit to the trees, and they also bore into rocks and extract minerals from rocks and feed it to the trees. It's like a trip. And they just recently found this shit out when they found out that trees could communicate to each other and become bitter when other trees are being eaten. Remember when they found that out like a year ago or whatever? Well, these little fucking spiderweb like fungi were found in fossils of the earliest land plants, like 1.4 million years ago. Fossil of an early land plant, and there it is. If you look at it, maybe longer than that, if you look at it under a microscope, you can see the fossils of these spiderweb type things, and they've just been connecting plants and feeding them forever underground without our knowledge. But we didn't know it until we had the ability to, you know, fully investigate this fossilized shit that we found, instead of just be like, look at this dinosaur bone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I'm tripping out on it now. I tripped myself out.
Crazy, man.
Crazy, man. So, we are going to get into Dinosaur Week with one of the greatest TV shows from our childhoods that I remember. We should have done Land of the Lost, but instead, we're doing Dinosaurs.
The dinosaur.
Is it The Dinosaurs?
I believe so.
Oh, shit. All right. I'm going to back it up. We should have done Land of the Lost, but instead, we're doing the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
All right, I'm losing it. We're gonna cut to commercial, and we'll be right back.
Remember, during every commercial break,
That is
HP Smoke Sesh.
an NHP smoke sesh. So everybody out there, flicky pics and snappy pics.
Look at this ink blot, Bart, and tell me what you see.
A Butterfinger.
And this one?
Another Butterfinger.
Just as I thought. Your obsession with this so-called Butterfinger reveals a severe neurosis, which can be overcome only by sharing the very object you hold most dear.
Speak English, Doc.
I want that Butterfinger!
You need help, man.
Get a crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery burst in every bite of Butterfinger.
Wait, boy! Your hour's not up yet!
Sorry, man. But nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Welcome back, everybody. So this week on TV Tuesday, we are going to be doing the dinosaurs. I got it.
And email.
I almost email what now?
I said, and email downloads.
Email?
Blowing out a hit the whole time.
Wow, you're just gonna brag about your email, huh?
Cough sode. It's a cough episode.
Episode of cough break.
A fake cough sode.
Here, I'm gonna fake cough too. Okay, I'm gonna act like I just took a bong load and
All right.
and that I'm coughing.
Go. Don't let him hear your real cough voice.
You're right. I should probably edit that out. So this show,
The Dinosaurs.
the Dinosaurs, started in 1991, I believe,
Yeah, man.
and ran until 1994. So it was a short stretch, but still very memorable. We have the "I'm the baby, gotta love me" quote. You know that one?
Yep.
I'm the baby, gotta love me. People still say that, maybe. Not as much as they used to, but it's still said every once in a while.
I'm the baby.
And then they had the cool teenager kid with the mohawk. And that was one of my first introductions to a positive mohawk. You know how the
Was
mohawk
that-
is always laid in like bad light?
Who was he, actually? Who was that?
I want to say it was Corey Feldman.
I thought it was like the guy from Married with Children or something.
Let's see who it is. I got the cast right here, and the cast is, let's see, who was the kid? Robbie?
Yeah.
Was Jason Willinger.
Oh, never heard of him.
Yeah. Well, he also doesn't have a picture on his IMDb, so I don't think
Jason.
But
You did a great
anybody's
job,
heard of him.
bud.
You might not be alone in that. But I know that the dad, Earl Sinclair, was Stuart Pankin, who his name isn't familiar, but if you Google his name, his face will show up, which is very familiar. He's been in a lot of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was like, this cast is huge now that I'm looking through it, and there was a lot of like guest stars on episodes, people that were big at the time. Sherman Hemsley was in 29 episodes, and there was 65, so he had a pretty good stretch.
Was there that many episodes?
Yeah, it says, well, I don't know. It says that Stuart Pankin was Earl Sinclair in 65 episodes. Like, the longest credit that I see is 65, so unless they totally changed the cast. But how did it get in syndication if they don't have 100 episodes?
I don't know.
Because I know that something happened after it was syndicated. I wrote it down somewhere. I'll get to it. But one thing that's dope is that there's a lot of like hidden messages for adults in the show. Like, not so much as there is now in Crazy Shit, but like the characters' names, all their last names were petroleum corporations. like
Yeah.
Sinclair, Hess, BP, Phillips. They were all like gas companies and shit because these dinosaurs would eventually die and become gas. And the news anchor that was seen in a lot of episodes, he was a hand puppet, and his name was Howard Hand Up Me. And I don't really have to explain the significance in that of a
Right?
of a puppet being the newsman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So they threw a lot of it seemed like they threw a lot of shit in like that. It'd be cool to watch it now with my semi-adult brain.
Okay, I got some facts.
Oh, you got some facts?
Yeah, I got a fact. I got a fact.
Oh my God. Give me that fact. Dude, I want to know. Give me that fact. Tell me the fact.
Contrary to what many people believe, fossil fuels are not the remains of dead dinosaurs.
Ooh. Ooh.
In fact, most of the fossil fuels we find today were formed millions of years before the dinosaurs. Fossil fuels were formed from plants and animals that lived 300 million years ago. Primordial swamps and oceans.
Dang. Well, okay, here. I have a rebuttal fact for that.
Spit that shit.
Okay? The dinosaur families that were named after oil companies were not only because of the common misconception that dinosaurs were, turned into crude oil eventually, but it was because the Sinclair Oil Company, their gas station logos was the image of a green four-legged dinosaur. So they were like, everybody sees these gas stations everywhere that they go and get gas. They automatically, correspond that with the dinosaurs. So if we're going to give them a name, it should probably be something that has to do with something that people associate with dinosaurs already.
Yeah.
Boom. You got another fact for that? Or did I win?
No. You lost.
No.
That was definitely not a win.
Yeah, all right. Well, either way, there was multiple reasons why they took oil company names.
Yeah. No, I just think that
But yeah, I didn't know that. That's a common misconception.
yeah, that's why I wanted to bring it up because it's so misleading. Because when that's the first thing you think of when you think of fossils, you don't think of anything else being a possibility of being a fossil. You don't automatically think of plants or other things.
Yeah.
Unless you collect petrified wood or some shit.
Right?
And I guess you would think of plants.
Man, I haven't heard of that in a long time. But
Right?
a lot of people
yeah.
do collect petrified wood.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's crazy, right?
If you're out there and you or someone that you know has a petrified wood collection, we're not talking about your penis, okay, guys? Send us pictures. I could see how that would go bad. As I was saying it, I was like, shit. What are you asking for here? So, for people that don't know, Jim Henson was the creator of the costumes for the Dinosaurs TV show. And it was Jim Henson's Creature Shop. He got the idea after making, I guess the Creature Shop made the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles costumes for their first movie. And he was like, man, that'd be cool to use that kind of technology to make a Dinosaurs TV show. And that's exactly what he did. After they made the technology for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, he used that same kind of puppeteering shit, had people in costumes, and then the heads were fully animatronic. So they had other people that were controlling them with remote control.
Just like Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. And had all kinds of motors and shit to move the eyes and make expressions and everything. So
Yeah.
it's dope that he put hella work into it, and for the first 1 or 2 seasons he wouldn't allow any press on the set because he didn't want them taking pictures of the costumes how they really were. like if they would do close-up shots of someone talking or someone singing or something, then they would just do the head, like on a shelf, and, you know, use the controls. So there would be nobody in it, and they didn't want to kill it, like kill the illusion for the viewers and the children. Because it's really all about the children, you know what I mean?
This is a cool fact. In one of the episodes, it shows a poster in Robbie's room of Ninja Turtles, but it's fucking cavemen instead of turtles.
That's dope.
It's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Cavemen.
That's fresh.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I like that. And that's like a shout out.
Yeah, a little like a little dimension crossing.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
So
They're cousins.
Who is?
The turtles and the dinosaurs.
The turtles and the dinosaurs, yeah.
Yeah.
They come over for like Thanksgiving and shit.
Yeah.
So if anybody remembers, anybody that watched this show remembers like Earl, the dad character, was constantly sighing. He was like walking around and sighing, like like super exaggerating and like putting his head down and shit. I don't know if you remember that, but I remember him doing that. And
Yeah.
I found out that he was doing that because that was the only way that he could see where he was walking, because he could only see out of the mouth when the mouth was open. And that's why he would sigh a lot, because he would like sigh, get his bearings, figure out where he's going, and then start walking again.
That's
and
funny.
they just kind of like wrote it into the story to where he was just like your classic overworked, like just tired all the time, like father character. You know what I mean?
I think we should play a clip.
All right. Well, I have the perfect one that everyone will remember.
Not the mama, 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 not the mama.
You do that one more time, and I'm going to throw you across the room.
Not the mama! Wee! Oof! Again!
Want to give Daddy a kiss?
Not the mama, not the mama, not the mama, not the mama, not the mama.
That is starting to bother me.
Not the mother, not the mother.
No, that's not it at all. Good morning, my family who loves me.
Not the mama.
All right, that ends right now. I have had it up to here with this not the mama. I am not the mama. I'm your daddy. And you only get one, Buster. And that is what you're going to call me. Daddy. Now say daddy. Say daddy. Okay. All right. Say da.
Da.
Say dee.
Dee.
Da.
Da.
Dee.
Dee.
Daddy.
Daddy.
Franny.
Daddy.
Fred.
Daddy.
He loves me. Listen to him.
Daddy, daddy. Daddy, 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 daddy. Not the mama.
That little fucking bastard.
Yeah.
So, I know that the baby didn't have a name for a long time. It was just the baby. And then they called him Junior for a while. And then he finally got an official name, which was Ooh, ooh, ah, ah, I'm dying, you idiot, Sinclair.
What?
No, yeah. And then a few episodes later, they took the name back and gave him his official name, which is Baby Sinclair. Boom. Bet you didn't know that shit.
Nope.
Bet you didn't know that fact.
Nope.
That's
I did
crazy.
not.
Yeah, so they were just kind of playing around with it for a while. They didn't know what they were doing. But
Yeah, it's kind of hard to not, like, once you already have started it, you know, it's kind of hard to, like, name something that's already a thing, I think.
yeah. It's like the problem we've been having with our executives.
Yeah.
So I know that there was some beef between Matt Groening and Jim Henson over in 1992. There was an episode of The Simpsons that dropped called Black Widower, and it's a parody that implies that the series is a ripoff of The Simpsons. But Jim Henson claims that he had the idea before The Simpsons came out, but his idea was deemed too weird until the popularity of The Simpsons got bigger. Then people were open to the dinosaurs. And then he made it. But he claims that he came up with it way before The Simpsons was a thing, and that he didn't steal the concept from The Simpsons.
What year did The Simpsons come out?
I don't know. I guess, like, they did an episode claiming that it was a ripoff, that, you know, that the dad character, Earl, was kind of like Homer. And, you know, the son with the spiky hair, like Bart. And there was a daughter, then there was a baby.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like along the same lines and the same type of humor, just live action and set in a different period. So, I don't know, man. I guess there was some real accusations tossed around in art form in an episode.
Sure, but then you could just say the same thing about The Simpsons. Like, oh, The Simpsons is like any fucking family show from the 80s.
Yeah. So everything is a rip-off, quote unquote, of something, you know.
Which is like a copy of one from the 70s, which was like a copy of one from the 60s, which was like...
Hey, spoiler alert. Don't be talking about any shows from the 60s.
Yeah.
That's weird. But it's serious. It'll all make sense one day.
Later.
So this show here, The Dinosaurs.
Okay.
It is only one of 4 of the former Thank God It's Friday sitcoms. They had a whole TGIF thing going on back in the 90s to where all the sweet shows would be on Friday. And Full House, Boy Meets World, and Dinosaurs are the only 3 that were released on DVD. The rest are all lost in time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you have this link that shows you the cast then and now?
I got all the links except for that one.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. I think you sent it to me, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. I got it.
So
Soon.
it's pretty cool and shows like everybody. And I was pretty shocked by some of them. Especially the baby one. I didn't realize, but it makes total sense. That's Elmo. Duh.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, same catchphrase. Elmo's Gotta Love Me. Oh no, it's this one, right? Gotta Love Me and Not the Mama. That's what these two catchphrases were.
I'm the baby, gotta love me.
Yeah. It's all like the same, you know, like Elmo's so similar. And I guess that he did the voice and he operated the baby's body and mouth.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But at least the body was smaller, so he didn't really have a lot to deal with, just the arms, you know? But still, it's dope. It's crazy that guy's been a fucking puppeteer for how long? For his whole fucking life? And just schooling it?
Yeah.
What's his name? Kevin Clash.
Yeah.
And then, oh dang. BP Richfield was Sherman Hemsley, so that was like his boss.
Yep.
Dick Boss. Yeah, that's crazy, man. The cast was dope.
Yeah, there was a really good cast on here. I think that's why it was... It felt like something you've seen before, you know? Kind of like, it felt like it was already a show when it first came out. It's weird. It felt like it's very familiar, and it's probably because all these familiar voices. I didn't know that, what's his name? Christopher Maloney, or whatever, from Law and Order. SVU. He was Spike,
Yeah, that dude's dope.
Robbie's best friend.
I saw him on the list too.
Yeah, that's really weird. You know, like you would have never guessed that one for sure. I would have never guessed that. Well, now that you think about it, it makes sense. But you know, like,
and everybody
I never
else
paid attention to voices as much when I was young either, like I do now. Like now, I try to spot who it is. I find myself always trying to guess who it is.
Constantly, right?
Yeah.
I do that shit all the time. Like, I'll be watching something. Anytime that we're watching something new that's animated, I'll be like, who is that? Who is? And I'll just be like yelling out names all the time. Michelle's just like, what the fuck? I'm trying to pay attention to what people are saying.
Yeah, so like if I'm seeing a kids movie or something, I hate if they try to put names in the beginning because I don't want to know. You know, until the end. Like, I just want to see the movie. I want to guess and like find out who it is and like, you know, like,
and it's cool.
Do what the movie does.
And it's cool if there's like a black background and they're showing the names, because then you could just close your eyes. But if there's like cool shit going on and they're showing names, you gotta watch, so you're gonna see it. Yeah, kind of ruins it. That's how they get you, man. It's fucked up.
I mean, like,
but that's from.
You don't really know what character it's gonna be yet, really, or anything if you don't know. But I guess, but I don't know.
But that's from actors trying to be top billed. They're trying to be like, I want my name in the beginning first.
Big letters.
And I want something happening on the screen so people have to watch and they can't close their eyes.
Kevin Hart.
Mm-hmm. So we have a clip here from our new segment. A little something for our motivational moments. New thing that we've been doing since episode 200. Now, what it is we decided to play a little motivational something, or try to do something to motivate people on every episode after episode 200. We're at like 216 or 17 right now. We've maybe done it 3 times. So sorry in advance. But right here we have a list of quotes that we got from a BuzzFeed list, and we're gonna read these off to you. So maybe some of them will help. Maybe you'll recognize some. I don't know. Let's see. All right, Jerry, cue the music. No poop in it this time. I always wondered why somebody didn't do that something about that one. Then I realized I'm somebody. Lily Tomlin.
It's never too late to be what you might have been. Yeah.
If you find a path with no obstacles, it probably doesn't lead anywhere. Frank A. Clark.
Look at everything as though you were seeing it either for the first time or the last time.
Oh. The best way out is always through.
Every failure is a step to success.
You can do it. You can do it.
Anything.
You could do anything.
If you really wanted to.
Yeah. You could probably even suck your own dick if you did yoga.
I don't know what kind of shit you do. I don't think anybody else wants to know either. You should probably keep that shit down.
Yeah, I don't do enough yoga, that's for sure. All right, this seems like a good time to cut to a break.
Got it.
Hey, give that back!
Mouse trouble? Then you need Mousetrap. Mousetrap, I guarantee it's the craziest trap you'll ever see. The first to capture everyone else's mouse is the winner. Just turn the crank and snap the blank and boot the marble right down the chute. Now watch it roll and hit the pole and knock the ball in the rubber duck tub, which fits the man into the pan. The trap is set. Here comes the net. Ouch! Mousetrap, I guarantee it's the craziest trap you'll ever see. I knew you were a winner. Mousetrap from Milton Bradley.
All right, welcome back. We are talking the Dinosaurs. This episode is brought to you by Mousetrap by Milton Bradley. What a fucking spoiler alert, right? They told you every single thing that happens in the game in that song.
I know, that's cool, right?
Bring the marble down the thing, and then you do this, and it flips the man. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, why do you got to break it all down for me and shit?
Yeah, that's what's up, though.
It's a spoiler alert. Is what they did. I wish they would leave some to the imagination, so I didn't know what was happening in the game.
Well, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, like, it's all got one goal, right? To get to the end. So
Yeah.
I'm sure you're gonna fucking figure it out. I mean, like, looking at it is a dead giveaway.
Yeah, it's like they sent us
Can't
one.
see.
They sent us one, and I haven't opened the box yet, so
Oh.
I don't want now. I don't need to because I know what's gonna happen.
Goddamn song.
Mm-hmm. So I had one more thing that I was gonna throw in
About the dinosaurs?
about the dinosaurs, and what it is that it was a fact that I was like saving for the end, and I was like, that's a good closer, yo. That's a good closer.
Great one.
And then I folded it up and I put it in a jacket pocket somewhere.
And you forgot your jacket.
And I forgot my jacket, but I have a pile of lost and found jackets right now that I'm going through on mic. I hope it's not making too much noise.
Well, how about this?
Okay, maybe you might have it. Maybe you might have the same one that I had.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is only the beginning of Dinosaurs Week.
You know what?
That was a fact.
That's weird. Okay, look, I just found this paper. I'm gonna. It says it's only the beginning of Dinosaurs Week. Swear to God, that's what it says. I wrote it down. So
That's it.
yeah, so we're on the same page.
That's it. I mean, we got a lot more to come. We're gonna be going back in time.
Yeah, I'm stoked. This TV show was just dipping our toes on the water.
We got a surprise movie.
Our proverbial toes. Yeah, and it's not going to be Jurassic Park.
Definitely not.
Yeah. It sounds like it's going to be now.
That would be the obvious choice, but we're not the obvious.
Yeah, and it seems like if you were to like scroll through the things that we've done on iTunes, that Jurassic Park would fit right in there, like perfectly.
For sure.
But we're not going to do it. Just because it's like, it seems like we're going to do it, and we're not going to do it.
Not this time.
We're not gonna mousetrap you and spoiler alert you in and be like, hey, we're gonna talk about Jurassic Park later, so you already know what's gonna happen when you download the podcast. No, you have no idea. You have no idea what we're gonna play, what we're gonna watch.
Only the shadow knows.
It's not gonna be Jurassic Park though.
Nope.
Okay. Bye guys.
Natural Habitat Recording.